Thanks for joining me on Life in Surround. Today, it is my joy to share with you an album from a group called Silent Work. It's their first full album, and it has been released on Blu-ray audio. It's called Sonic Leaks, and I have had a chance to hear it in both Atmos and Auro-3D, and I just want to share my impression of it with you. And since it is a favorable impression, I want to encourage you to support Silent Work. I really appreciate any artists that are putting out multi-channel music on Blu-ray or any other lossless format like SACD, or, I haven't seen a DVD audio in forever, but any lossless physical format is my preference. And a standalone format is also my preference. So, not locking a multi-channel mix in a massive box set. And, and then preferably music that I actually like. So I took the opportunity to preview this material before deciding to obtain a copy to review and share with all of you. So I knew going in that there was enough of a stylistic match here to really suit my fancy and get me excited. So Sonic Leaks by Silent Work. It is a standalone Blu-ray. It comes in, I guess, a tall digipack would be an accurate way of putting it. So it's a digipack. So the disc is held in a plastic case, little plastic holder. Comes out pretty well. Goes back in without fuss. You don't think you're going to break the disc. Has a booklet that explains the roles of Olaf, Lasse, and Patrick, the three main motivators for this work. Olaf creates the music, Lasse does the multi-channel engineering, and Patrick is the executive producer. Has a YouTube channel called Groby TV, and his efforts are geared toward, the proliferation of multi-channel sound. So he sounds like a excellent ally to this channel. And he executively produced this album. So very cool. So we have a Blu-ray audio with high-res lossless stereo, lossless Atmos, and lossless Auro-3D. And by the way, I really like this cover. I don't know if you can see that all that well, but it's actually embossed, and it's embossed with like some copper-colored foil. And so that's really cool. It's really cool. I know it's not vampiric. There's no fangs or anything, but like it really struck my Halloween mood, and so I started enjoying this around Halloween. So anyway, Sonic Leaks by Silent Work. It's presented in the pure audio format. So on disc, you're going to have your options of mix and track list if you want to see the list of songs as you're playing, and then credits, and that's it. And then like I said, you have Atmos and Auro-3D. So I had a chance to listen closely to both the Atmos and Auro-3D, and at least on my system, to my ears, according to my mood that day, I had a mild preference for the Auro-3D. If I recall, they're both presented here in 48K, so there shouldn't be a massive difference in sound quality. But the way that those two codecs distribute sounds around your room, and also, importantly, how close or not close you've gotten your speaker array to the specifications for either format, can just, make a difference with where stuff gets distributed, how you perceive sounds coming at you. Auro-3D and Atmos have a slightly different specification for where you're supposed to put your rear height speakers. If I recall correctly, and don't quote me on this unless I'm right, Auro-3D wants the rear heights above the surrounds, and then Atmos wants them above the surround backs. I think that's true. So what I've done in my room is with my rear heights, I've actually split the difference. They're just about in between the surrounds and the surround backs, and seems to work rather well. And the way that I know that is just that I tend to agree with reviews from others, that also have 7.2.4 array. So it just seems to me that I am hearing something close to what the engineer on on respective projects meant. Okay, so sonic leaks. This is electronic music, and it has some influences from deep house, electro, pop, and it's mainly instrumental, but it features two human vocalists, Anna Smith from Switzerland and Andrin Hogg from UK. And on that point, this album is mainly a collaboration between Switzerland and Germany in terms of where the artists and the engineers are from, and then where some of like the post-production was done. This is an album, this is a product mainly of Switzerland and Germany, and then we have a singer from UK. And then interestingly, this album also features sounds generated from an AI engine and also a sample engine. So there is some experimental stuff going on here. And like the AI engine is responsible for producing actually like some of the vocal lines in songs. And to my ear, it sounds human. It sounds human enough. And like some choir sounds, and I'm not sure entirely what was derived from the sample engine or the AI engine, but there's also just some synthesizer work, and I'm sure that various plugins and apps and stuff. So if you have enjoyed certain titles like Max Cooper's Emergence, I know a lot of you dig this. This is a very, very, very cool electronic oriented Atmos Blu-ray title. If you want to give your system a workout, Max Cooper Emergence. And of course, many, many of you know Kraftwerk. This little Blu-ray DVD version is called Numbers, and it's an abridgment of the catalog big box. So I love this. 8 really cool Kraftwerk tunes, not only in stunning Dolby Atmos, but I like actually watching content in 3D since I have a 3D projector. And speaking of which, a group that some of you may not know of, maybe not as well, but Leichmund. I began collecting these guys in the early days of just wanting anything in multi-channel, and then like their releases happen to be viewable in 3D. So I actually have a pretty darn good time throwing on Leichmund occasionally. And they can be rather catchy. I still have Flowing Like a River stuck in my head, even though I probably haven't heard it for a couple years. So Leichmund, here's another tip for you. Max Cooper, Kraftwerk, Leichmund, in case you haven't yet ever acquired some of those. But mostly in case you're familiar, I wanted to give you, some sort of a starting point for deciding whether or not you might be into silent work. And then on that point, there are places where you can audition the music just to see whether or not you like it. And I will provide some links below. So check the description on my videos, because a lot of times I leave, helpful information down there. Okay. You can check out their SoundCloud page, which has various tracks. I found them on Apple Music, an EP called Philemon's Place that happens to also be on Spotify. They're probably on other streaming sites as well. I checked Apple Music and Spotify, and then they also have some content on YouTube. One of my favorite tracks, Pads of Humility, it features Anna Smith. Anna, I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. But very beautiful voice, and she's on Pads of Humility, and I think there's at least a clip of that up on YouTube. So for sure, audition the music, see if it's a stylistic match for you. And then if it is, and you wish to support Silent Work, and by the way, just streaming their content does support them. But if you wish to support them by picking up the Blu-ray audio release, there are 3 vendors at this point, and I'm going to leave a link for Silent Works music site. And from there, you can click onto the Groby TV sales page. And that might be recommendable most if you speak or read German or Dutch. And by the way, on the Groby TV site, you can choose the Amazon Germany choice. But if German or Dutch are a struggle for you, then the disc is also for sale on Pure Audio site, and I will leave the link for you. You can choose to interact in English, which I did. And so for American enthusiasts, you can get this delivered to you for around $40 US. Completely up to you whether a Blu-ray audio multi-channel title of this sort is worth $40 to you, and only you can make that decision. And it can probably be delivered to European enthusiasts at a lower cost. So I just wanted to be upfront with where you can get it and how much it may run you. I encourage you to go ahead and check this out. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate you supporting Silent Work in any way that you can. If you happen to, stream any of their content or pick up this Blu-ray audio, please pop back on here and let everybody know what you think in the comments. And also, if you like what I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comments, share videos. It all helps the health of this channel. And this channel is meant to help spread the joy of music to as many people as possible, because joy is a good thing. So I have enjoyed Sonic Leaks by Silent Work. I'm glad I've had a chance to hear it. I'm glad it's in my life. So again, appreciate you watching, appreciate your support. And until next time, live life in surround.